My best friend stole my baby name, so I stole her baby's inheritance. We're naming her Ophelia, Mara announced at brunch. Hand on her 8-month belly, I gripped my mimosa hard enough to leave fingerprints. 8 years ago, my sister drowned in Lake Michigan. Her name was Ophelia. She was 16. Mara held me through the funeral, through every anniversary. She knew. It's beautiful, I managed. I thought you'd be happy. Besides, you're not even engaged yet. Mara had a talent for taking things that mattered to me. First Jake from our writing class, then the internship I recommended her for, and now this. 6 weeks later, Ophelia Grace was born. Mara's Instagram became ocean-themed, nursery photos and water baby captions. Every post was deliberate. Then my grandmother died. At the will reading, I learned Nonna left me her house in Naples, Italy, worth 2 million euros. One condition, I had to have a daughter with an Italian name. Otherwise, it went to my cousin Antonio. 3 years. That night, I called Mara. At least you got something, she said. My grandmother gave everything to her church. Her grandmother, Margaret Chen, worth $4 million from Tech Investments, who raised Mara after her parents died. Margaret told Mara at her wedding that her first granddaughter needed to be named Mei Ling, after her own mother. First granddaughter gets Mei Ling, or my estate goes to Stanford. I raised you. Mara laughed it off. She'll get over it. She hadn't, and now Mara was locked out of millions. 4 months later, I got engaged. Pregnant within 3. The ultrasound showed a girl. What about Serena? Ryan suggested. Juliana, after my great-great-grandmother. True, but I chose it because it locked in my inheritance while Mara lost hers. I didn't tell Mara until after Juliana was born. One Instagram post, tiny feet, Italian flag, name. Mara called 17 times. You got an Italian name requirement too? Nonna's will I needed an Italian name to inherit. Silence. How much? 2 million euros. Something shattered. My grandmother's will had the same requirement, Mei Ling. Any Chinese name. First granddaughter only. I remember. You remember? Were you waiting to tell me? My grandmother died last month. Everything went to Stanford. $4 million. Because I named my daughter after your dead sister. You could have named her Mei Ling. And you could have told me you were okay with Ophelia. You didn't ask. You announced it like a war declaration. Because I was tired of you owning every beautiful thing. Tired of walking on eggshells. I hung up. 3 weeks later, Margaret's lawyer called. Mrs. Chen left you a letter. Dear Juliana's mother, Mara talked about you with love and envy tangled together. She told me about your sister. About Ophelia. She was trying to prove she could have beautiful things even from painful places. I hope you understand that taking someone's pain doesn't heal either person. I leave you nothing because you've taken enough from my granddaughter. But tell Mara I forgive her. Tell her Mei Ling was about remembering where we come from. And tell her that love means letting people make their own mistakes, even expensive ones. I sat in my car and cried, not from sadness, but from being seen by a dead woman who understood us both. That night, Margaret left me a letter. What did it say? That she forgives you, that Mei Ling was about remembering. Did you know about the requirement? I knew at your wedding, and you never said anything. You never asked about Ophelia. I didn't think you'd have a daughter before she died. I thought I had time. We met at a park 3 days later. Juliana slept while Ophelia toddled across the grass. I didn't steal the name to hurt you. I wanted something that felt that sacred. You stole my grief. I know, and you stole my inheritance. She was right. I'd known exactly what I was doing. I watched her lose $4 million and felt satisfied. Would you have changed it if I'd told you? Probably not. Then what are we doing here? Trying to figure out if we can live in the same town, our daughters will go to the same school. Ophelia showed Juliana a dandelion. Juliana stared up at her. Margaret said you talked about me with love and envy tangled together. That sounds like both of us. When we left, Mara touched my arm. I'm sorry about taking her name. I'm sorry I didn't warn you. No, you're not. She was right. Last week, Juliana turned when I got the deed. 2.3 million euros. Mara texted. Ophelia's first word was water. Juliana's was nonna. Juliana got a house in Italy worth millions. Ophelia got the name of a girl who drowned at 16.